with uneasy and distasteful glances, as if they had just picked up on their surroundings. The three females slid onto it. "Yeah?" I urged them. They dithered.
"You ask him, Janetta,"
said the smallest.
"No, it was Pollone's idea,"
the tallest said.
"It was not,"
the middle one exclaimed. My species is not easily embarrassed, so whatever was eating these three had to be pretty bad. From birth, we Pervex are raised to know we're a superior race throughout the dimensions. Few types are capable of supporting both magic and technology, and Perv has both. We're stronger, faster, and smarter than most other dimension travelers, or demons for short. So if that self-knowledge makes us a little arrogant, so be it. Of all the beings in the bazaar, these three Pervex had come to consult one of their own. I was becoming bored with the byplay. Cleared my throat meaningfully. The three stopped their bickering and turned to face me.
"Well, Oz,"
the tall one began in a perky voice, interlacing her fingers on the table.
"I just want you to know from the start that we're not beginners. We're all graduates of MIP.
I raised an eyebrow. The Magical Institute of Perv was one of our finest seats of higher learning. Nice credentials, but so what?
"Well,"
the spokes-Pervec glanced at her companions.
"During our education, we took a lot of lab courses and had a couple of remote study opportunities. But really, none of our classes had much of a grounding in the real world."
Stands to reason, I mused. Professional academics, the kind who spend their whole lives in universities, don't have a lot of grounding in the real world. And they figure you're going to get plenty of practical experience once you get out. What's this got to do with me?
"We need practical education,"
the most petite of the Pervex said.
"Right away." "We're looking for a course of intensive study."
The tallest picked up the talking stick again.
"About 6 weeks. We consulted many people as to who the best possible tutor in any dimension would be to give us instruction. Someone who would understand the really important issues of survival in the real world of magic. Only one name kept coming up again and again, including here in the bazaar on Deva."
I preened. I didn't realize that my name was still one to conjure with, so to speak. I eased back in my seat and rolled my mug around between my fingers. "So, you three sweet young things want me to teach you the ins and outs of practical magic," I purred.
"No!"
the three chorused.
"We need you to help us find the great Skeeve."
"What?" I roared, slamming down my stein.
"Well, you're his partner, aren't you?"
the tallest one asked in surprise, flicking the beer stains off her frilly blouse with little offhand magical repulsion.
"That's what the Merchants Association told us. They said that you'd be able to tell us where to find him. They said he's off dimension, leaving no forwarding address. But as his closest associate, you're sure to know where he went."
"What am I, chopped liver?" I bellowed. The three regarded me blankly.
"I'm sure you're a magician of some skill,"
the medium-sized one said in placating tones that made my blood pressure blast through the roof. "Get out of here!" I roared.
"But my Aunt Forgetta said that the great Skeeve is the one we want,"
the tall one pleaded.
"She said he was the best she ever met, the most effective magician in all the dimensions. Her club agreed with her. Lots of people said they've heard the same."
The others nodded earnestly. I made myself calm down. I knew all about Skeeve's run-in with Vergetta and her Pervec 10, a cabal of pervish females with interlocking talents. I wasn't surprised Skeeve's reputation had gone so far. I had gone through a lot of blood, sweat, tears, and expense to help spread that reputation around the dimensions. I also knew the true extent of his talents behind that reputation. Most of what Skeeve knew